more I squeeze, the more it hurts, the more it hurts. I'm left in quite a jam, I'm a desperate man, yeah. These times when I've been wasted on the toilet and jammed up and constipated, yeah.
He doubled the amount of fish that he turned into wine.
They remind me of the heady.
True, it needs to grow up. Eddie's back. Yes, kebabs definitely come from Turkey, and you can say that.
Hello and good evening, everybody. There's no script tonight. There's nothing prepared whatsoever except our new album, 14, which is done, and I put in brackets almost, because there's one thing that we haven't got yet, and that's the real live brass.
Players.
Yeah, well, we've got some brass going on. Yeah, brass
That
players.
sounds so bad.
Yeah, some brass instruments. Yeah. So we haven't got those. But hello, Chris. How you doing, man?
Very well. I've had a bit of a razor incident, so I've lost the beard quite a lot. I had a big, bushy beard, but it's gone.
Ah.
Did you put it on the wrong setting?
Yeah, it's like being at your house.
Trying to think if I'd written an intro, it would have been something like, and 14 is now completed, but a man who only completes when he's wearing his VR headset, it's Ricky Howard. It would have been something like that. So hello, Ricky, how you doing, man?
I'm good, mate. You all right?
Yeah, man, yeah. We are Trevless tonight. I don't know whether he just bailed because he thought, they're going to play through the whole of the 14 album, and that's very boring, and I don't want to be part of it. But have you got one now as well, Chris?
You've got one?
Oh, it's George's, it's not mine.
Oh, right. Well, you got one in the house, so that's good. That's good.
I've got some great stuff I could show him. Whoa.
I bet you could. Right, hello, Jackie. Hello, Evelyn. Hello, Donna. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Barry. Hello, Phil. Hello, Christine. Who else here? Dave, Jesus Watkinson. Hello, Eddie. Hello, who else? Mike Crooks is there. Robert Bone. Jarrett. Yeah, lovely. Right, so tonight is going to be very different from a normal Spudathon. Poor old Trev is not that well at the moment. That's the real reason he can't make it. But he sends his
non-COVID.
Yeah, it's just feeling poorly. But yeah, so he sends his apologies. Over on YouTube, hello to Barry Organ, David Turner, Anne Blair, Jonathan Crofts, and Eddie over on YouTube. So basically, we're going to sit here and we're going to play through every single song, all 14 songs, and we're going to talk about them and film it. So that we can get clips of us chatting about it and put it on YouTube and whatever like that, and you're going to get to hear every single track of the album. The only things that are different, if there's any tiny mix tweaks, and we're talking tiny like bass drum down here or there, and we're going to put the real brass on it on 2 songs, and I need to do some mastering. But other than that, it is done. Oh, hello to Jenna as well, and yeah, I think that's it. And Brian Craven.
Hello, everyone.
So good evening. We get started.
Go on then.
So 14, it's an album. It's available to pre-order at 2020rendezvous.com alongside with the second album of the double album set, which is called Megalomania. So yeah, it's a concept piece, isn't it? Do you want to say something else about it? Chris, you take over.
Yeah, it's kind of 3 EPs, I think you termed it.
Yes.
Where we've each got our own bit, even though all of us are kind of sprinkled across each other's tracks. Obviously, Ricky's playing drums on it all, so he's on everything. But it is 3 independent sections of an album, maybe inspired by Ummagumma a little bit. There is a slight Pink Floyd connection within the albums. You might have realised that. But I just think it's amazing. I had it on in the car yesterday and the day before, and it's absolutely brilliant. I'm really proud of it.
I've been killing myself all week to get this done, literally all-nighters and all-dayers. And
we get WhatsApp messages at like 4:30 in the morning, with like mix like literally every day. 4:30, it'll be 5:45, new mix.
Like the early days again.
Yeah, it's like speak to me version 0.42, speak to me version 0.43.
Yeah.
We're talking at Speak to Me. Let's do the first song, because otherwise this show is going to go on for absolutely ages. But 14, our new album. This is the opening track of my section. It's my section first, then Chris's section, then Ricky's section. So you're going to get 5 of my songs in a row. And even though... Oh, there's a brand new song as well, which you haven't heard yet, because you've only ever heard 13 of the 14 songs, and that's in Chris's section. So make sure you stick around for that. But here's the opener of 14. Speak to Me. There was a bit of live editing there on the layout, because I realised with 4 of us not there, all the side was all screwed up. So that's the first track on 14. That is Speak to Me. First track of my bit. I'm just going to move straight on and we'll chat in a minute. This is the second track on 14. It's called On the Run.
Sitting up late on a Friday night, nobody's online with me. Hiding out, locked up inside my house. Feeling like I'm on the run, on the run. I can't see you, there's no one near me. No one walking in my street. I can only hear you digitally now. Feels like we will never meet. Chatting with the bots, it's all fake news. Makes me angry every day. Well, I was crying about honesty. The standards dropped away, dropped away.
Is the outstanding new album by Space Potatoes, featuring future classics such as Speak to Me, Damaged Breathing, Wish I Wasn't Here, Take Us to the Stars, Foxes and Cats. Order 14 by Space Potatoes now at 2020rendezvous.com.
Hey, we are back. Welcome everyone, new people who are joining us. Hello to Joanne Heaton and Miss Katie Violet over on YouTube. Hello to Tim Luck and Robert Bone. We are here live playing every single track of 14 because apart from a couple of songs where we've got to put some real brass on it, it is done. Yeah. We have worked hard all week. I've been sending them mixes,
yes, you have.
Annoying them.
We haven't done anything.
You have. I'm a bit laying in bed.
Yeah. I've been working hard all week getting it done, and we're very proud of it. And so those first two tracks, the opening tracks of my section, Damaged Breathing there, and On the Run.
Speak to Me and On the Run.
Speak to Me and On the Run. Don't know my own thing. But the next track is called Anytime You Like, which hasn't been played that often, and it was very raw and in a demo form with programmed drums the last time you heard it. But it's had loads of updates, some extra guitars, a bit more keyboard. Ricky's played drums on it. It's had a mix. It went from
Ricky's drumming on this is incredible.
Yeah, he's proper punk
powerhouse. Yeah,
he's fantastic.
Fucking nearly killed me.
What was the hardest song to drum? Sorry to interrupt, Dave.
That's all right.
Because you've drummed, a ton of stuff over 2 days. Absolutely put a shift in. What was the hardest one?
Probably this one, because it's so fucking fast.
You got to listen out for the drum fills. Is it in the choruses? Like the really, really great sort of Dave Grohl, John Bonham drum fill in the middle of it all.
Yeah, he's had some brilliant drum fills in this.
And Dave was doing his usual. Yeah, great take. If we could just do it again.
Yeah. That's what every producer says. That's how you know you've got a good producer, because they get you to do the take that's great and then get you to do it again.
That's got to be done, isn't it? Got to be done.
Hello to Elflower. Hello, that's my mum in the comments there.
Hello.
Hello to Mike Henninger. Who else there? Phil Luck. Don't think I've said hello to you. So this was probably my least favourite of my 5 on the album, and I wouldn't say it's my most favourite, but it's definitely now put it on the map in a way that it wasn't before for me. So I hope you enjoy it. It's the 3rd track of 14, and this is called Anytime You Like.
Sorry, mate, I've got to go. I've got a picture of a Cornish pasty I need to tweet.
So there we go. And we got some viewers over on YouTube as well. Almost more viewers on YouTube than we've got on Facebook, which is fantastic.
Is that for the audio quality?
Hello,
Probably, yes. Barry
YouTube.
Organ here says, never got those CDs. I don't know what's holding Dave from sending you the digital copy of the 2 albums. I paid for them a long time ago. Well, they're not done yet. This is the first playthrough and the brass isn't on it yet. So we can't send you albums that aren't finished and mastered yet. But that's the point of this show, to say that the first one of the 2 is almost done. And hopefully by next week, the second one will be done as well. And although we're not going to have a show on a Sunday playing through the whole of Megalomania, we'll probably do that in a midweek. We'll do a full playthrough of Megalomania sometime, I think, on the midweek. But yeah, so that's any time you like, updated version. Track
Mega
3 on the album and the 3rd track of My Little Section.
The extra guitar parts you put on, absolutely brilliant. It's just, I mean, I liked it anyway. I thought it was a great song, but now it's just on next level. It's really good.
It's very much observing the people that are too obsessed and engrossed with their phones that they don't, can't engage in the real world. That's kind of what that song's around.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that was just a setup.
We both did it.
Yeah. So, yep. Yeah, no, we haven't. No, you didn't cause a stir. It was a good question, but yeah, no, we can't send out an album that hasn't been made yet. Right, so from like full on punk, which was my track 3, my track 4 is a nice little 6/8 acoustic number. So here we go.
How can you call yourself a friend when you've actively worked against me again and again? How can you smile at me on stage when the darkness inside consumes you with paranoid rage? With you, it's only to be expected. The respect I had for you's been rejected, but it's still there and us against the world, the 2 of us digging our holes. When you twist the knife in my back whenever it's turned, how can you soundly sleep at night, dividing us up just so long as your ego's alright? It's easy to forget we're human when your life is like that show with Truman, but it's still there and us against the world, the 2 of us digging our holes. When we grow up, maybe we'll be friends. Until that time,
So there we go. That was Them and Us, track 4 from 14. Written fictionally, of course, about Chris and our ongoing struggles within our fictional band in our fictional world that we've created for ourselves.
Yeah.
Hello to John Chappell. Hello to Ada. Hello to Alan Reeves.
Hello, everyone.
Might
Good
be
evening.
any word on the US dates? Not yet, but they will be coming soon. Brian Craven, I think I've said hello to you. Jackie Luck, I think I've said hello to you. Ada says, one of my faves. Thank you very much. And finally, for my 5, it's one that you've all heard a million times, but this has now been tweaked. We've got the verses have now got 2 drum kits on. They've got Ricky playing it twice. He's doubled himself on the drums doing the verse.
Like Genesis.
I've added, like Genesis. I've added a little bit of a keyboard thing in the chorus. You know, it's always being tweaked. And of course, this one has Emily's wonderful backing vocals. So, latecomers, you can't do this. I'm at no point ever going to try and pit us against each other, but I'd be interested in the comments while this song's playing to find out which of my 5 you thought was your favourite. So please leave that in the comments. If you've turned up late and you've only heard 2 of them, don't just say the last one because it's the only one you've heard, because that kind of skews the vote. So you can bow out. But for the people that know all 5 songs of mine on 14, I'd love to know which your favourite. And this is the last one of my 5 on 14. This is Damaged Breathing. So there we go. That was my final track from 14. 14 was an album.
Well done, Dave.
Thank you very much. Basically made of 3 EPs. The first of which was written by me, the second of which was written by Chris, and the third of which is written by Ricky. So we're getting to Chris's songs next. And there's a new one in there that you haven't heard yet. His 5th of his one hasn't been played yet to anyone. So
it's not.
No, so that's going to be a whole new exciting thing. But before we get to that, some comments on there. So we got on YouTube, I'll go to there. We've got a guy with a fake name that looks like spam saying Yum Nugo. So yeah, that's definitely spam. Miss Katie Violet says Damaged Breathing. Eddie Cridglington says Damaged Breathing is his favourite. And Debbie March says Damaged Breathing is her favourite. Over on Facebook, there's a lot of love for Them and Us, which is cool. Great drum sound. Thank you very much. Someone also said who wrote the lyrics. Well, obviously on all of those, I wrote the lyrics because they're my 5, and on the ones coming up, Chris wrote the lyrics because they're his 5. So we got was it the third one was his favourite, Dave Jesus Watkinson. That's Anytime You Like. I've got a lot of love for that. Mike Crook says Damaged Breathing. Evelyn says Them and Us and Damaged Breathing. Anne says Them and Us. Donna says Damaged Breathing. Ada says Them and Us hits differently. I love that one more. It have to be Them and Us and Damaged Breathing from Jenna. So Them and Us, I actually did live. Barry Organ says Them and Us. Phil Lux says Damaged Breathing. Robert Bone says he does like number 2. So that's...
He's not still doing a true and false, is he?
Hang on a minute, I'll do the caption. Number 2. Hey, you got one right. First time. So yeah, I mean, Them and Us, I actually wrote the music for that. I didn't do the lyrics live, but I actually did it live on a Facebook stream. I had no idea for a song, just sat down with an acoustic, was like, right, I'm going to write something, and did the whole thing, all the music, all the parts you hear on that record is from a Facebook stream. And I do have a recording of it. I did record the stream locally in HD, so I might upload that for anyone that's interested. You can sit and watch for like 4 hours of me writing a song and playing all the parts and all that, which is very boring for a lot of people, but some people might find it interesting. So that
Beatles had 8 hours of it, mate, so don't worry about it. You're in good company.
Yeah, but they're the Beatles. Yeah, but I suppose I'm me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Mike Penninger says, please do. Uploading that, I assume that. So, Them and Us, a few people saying that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm really, really pleased with my 5. You know, I don't think there's any fillers. There's obviously going to be ones that people prefer to others. But over to you, Chris. It's your bit coming up next. Talk about it. Say whatever you want, mate.
Well, firstly, I'd like to say thanks to Dave for putting in some serious hours getting these things mixed this week. It's been an uphill struggle for him, but well done, mate. Yeah.
Fuck that.
But most people know my stuff's just like a big love letter to the Britpop era. So play the first one. This is Shine On 94.
Let me actually check that I've got it titled as 94. Yeah, I've got the right one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Don't say I've got my head in the clouds. One day you won't believe the crowds. We work hard to get the demo out. Let the people know what we're about. Aim high, sound right, and we've got it made. I'm not wrong, so come on, isn't it time we play? Supports lots of things of yesterday. Can you believe we used to pay to play? I told you that the future's not so bleak. We're enemies, single of the week. Sign this, sign that, we'll help you out.
Go on, mate, can you make it out to my mum?
Stand here, look cool, and we'll have you no doubt. I feel stranger, a life changer. To be here now is such a blur. A great story, so don't bore me. And all the journalists do concur.
can't complain if it feels surreal. Another session booked for John Peel. They say we need to film a video and follow that with some TV shows. So high each night, things can't go wrong.
You passed it or what?
Another town comes round, it's where we belong.
No, not this one again.
I feel stranger, a life changer. To be here now is such a blur. A great story, so don't bore me. And all the journalists do concur. Hold on now, have you heard the news? The album's had such great reviews. I feel stranger, a life changer. To be here now is such a blur. A great story, so don't bore me. And all the journalists do concur. I feel stranger, a life changer. To be here now is such a blur. A great story, so don't bore me. And all the journalists do concur.
So that was Shine On 94 there, all about 1994. Is that right?
Yeah, it's the little, jaunty toe tapper to start my section off. You might have gathered with Shine On 94, and later on you're going to get Shine On 96, that I'm sort of taking my lead from a certain album by a certain band that came out in 1975. But the songs sound nothing like that kind of music. And the next song is a bit darker. The lyrics are quite dark about the, getting ripped off in the music industry, which happened quite a lot in the 90s. What still happens now. Thanks, Dave.
Sorry, Chris.
Mega.
Yeah, so this one is The Corporate Machine.
Here we go.
There's no money and there's no fame, but that's not why you joined in with the game. You have the ideas and they have a name, playing your songs and things are never the same. Now life is easy as you're making your plan, inside the bubble of a splitter van. You're all together taking all that you can, but so innocent of the upcoming scam. Tried at home all night and no one ever complains. To reach the height of headlining is the only aim. Meet with the labels who now know your name. You've got no idea that they're taking their aim. You're writing songs that now sound the same. The way that you buckled was a crying shame. You're given everything that you could ever need. The unaware icon was consumed by greed. They're changing all your plans and then they're changing your sound. And now you compromise, they got you chasing the pound. Now your face is on the front page, and your fans think that you're too strange. The press attempts outside your front door. So is this what you play guitar for? Sat in meetings to plan the next year. The future's certain as it's always so near. Management and label will allay your fear. No chance to stop now or even shed a tear. They constantly remind you it won't grow all trees. No one seems to care or listen to your pleas. Your life will now be spent mainly upon your knees, playing faceless toys that they arrange overseas.
So there we go. That was the Corporate Machine there. The second track from Chris's 5. Danny Russell over on YouTube says you should have let Ricky write one. Well, this time we did. He's got 4 songs coming up at the end. There's 14 songs on this album. The first 5 are mine. The second 5 are Chris's. And then there's 4 tracks from Ricky. Lazy bastard. Only wrote 4.
He's going to be like, at the end of the marathon, he's like, oh, fucking hell, why'd you let him write songs?
Particularly on the last one. Yeah, so lots of people saying they like that. We've got some comments here from people, I think, about the first one, which was Shine On 94. As Chris said, it has a 1960s British pop sound. Which is good. Love it from Jenna, although she is your wife, so you'd expect her to.
She would tell me if it was crap. She would tell me if it was crap. You know, she's been quite honest.
Yeah, but Brian's replied to her and said, "Is this comment sponsored by Chris Barnes Music?"
No, it's not.
I'm confused. Did Dave sing his songs? Yes, I did. And now Chris is singing these, and Ricky is on drums. Yeah, so Ricky's drumming on all of it.
He's the drummer.
He's the drummer in the band. And then we've all written the lyrics and sung our songs, but then there's been, obviously I've produced it and I've ended up playing a lot of instruments on all of their songs.
Although Ricky and I have played guitar and bass and keyboards on ours, yeah.
And yours.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I've ended up adding bits and pieces to all of them.
You put it through the turd polisher.
Yeah. I mean, it's and different songs with different amounts of stuff and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, for example, on that one, you know, there's a lot of your original guitar, and that's your bass. You're playing bass on that, and you've done some. I think I did the keys on that, and I don't know if I added any guitar on.
No, you didn't. I put the synths on at the beginning and that sort of Enya boom bap bap under the solo keyboard part.
You did that,
but
I did.
It's
and piano.
Yeah. You put loads of bits and bobs on, didn't you?
Loads of stuff goes on these things.
Not as much as you did on the next track.
No. Well, Shine On 94, the first one there was a lot more on that one, but this next track was the one that that really surprised you because you sent over something that was quite straight.
I just sent you it was just 2 guitar tracks and a drum loop to play to and the vocals, and it was basically me trying to do that sort of B-list indie, you know, sleeper, menswear, Elastica, all that crap that was in the B division Britpop bands. So I deliberately had awful guitar sounds, and Dave just completely changed it. And now this is Dave's favourite song on the entire album.
This is my favourite song on the entire album. To me, this is a perfect where all the stars align. Chris comes up with something that he thinks is throwaway and wasn't, you know, overly impressed with. And then I kind of took that and stripped off everything except his guitar and his vocal and kind of went, right, I like what this is doing, but it could go to a different place. And I love it when those collaboration comes in. So this is my favourite one of 14. This is track 8 on the album, and this is Take Us to the Stars.
When we got in tonight, well, they just didn't care. Didn't know what to do, so they just stood and stared. And after the waiting, everyone's hating the sound that we're making. They're not jubilating. Well, now they're the ones who regret everything they say. We only do this cause there's nothing else to do. You stood back and soaked up the American noise school. You've had all the others, dolls, sisters and brothers, sound just like each other. You're about to discover that they're the ones whose music will fade away. Will fade away. So take us as we are. Take us to your heart. If you liked it so far, take us to the bar. You wanna play your part. Take us to your heart. You buy or we sell, so take us to the stars. How long do we wait till we get to release this? It's a new ceremony. Reuse will be phony. The bands will be lonely and start getting cloney. Now they're the ones who understand when we say. So take us as we are. Take us to your heart. If you've liked it so far, take us to the bar. You wanna play a part. Take us to your heart. You buy or sell, so take us to the stars. So take us as we are. Take us to your heart. If you liked it so far, take us to the bar. You wanna play a part. Take us to your heart. You buy or we sell, so take us to the stars. So take us as we are. Take us to your heart. If you liked it so far, take us to the bar. You wanna play a part. Take us to your heart. You buy or we sell, so take us to the stars.
Is the outstanding new album by Space Potatoes. Featuring future classics such as Speak to Me, Damaged Breathing, Wish I Wasn't Here, Take Us to the Stars, Foxes and Cats. Order 14 by Space Potatoes now at 2020rendezvous.com.
So that was Take Us to the Stars there, which was track number 8 from the album. We got some comments here. Jack said, who's the one singing? As we commented there, I did the first 5 songs, and then this is Chris's 5, of which that was the third one of his 5. Mm-hmm. And then the last 4 are Ricky singing. So we've got the next one coming up, which is Wish I Wasn't Here, and then we've got Shine On Part 96, which no one's heard. Evan Anderson said another great track there.
Thank you.
Michelle Hubbard, love this. So that's good. And we got more people watching over on YouTube, which is fantastic. So did Trevor feel left out? No songs by him. Well, there's no songs by him in this album, but we always play a song. And if he'd been here, we would have played one of his. But yeah, I miss him. The vibe is not quite the same.
It is weird, Trevor not being here.
Very weird.
We need that interaction. You know, he sits there and just comes in, and he's been an active part in this as well. I mean, he gets bombarded with the 4 in the morning mixes as well, and does. You know, and he's a sound engineer, so I take his opinion on mixes, you know, very highly. You know, and I on my solo album back in 2017, you know, I sat in dressing rooms with Trevor mixing that on a small set of speakers, you know, and then tweak some of the bottom end when I got home. But you know, I rely on Trevor a lot, and you know, he's fantastic. And yeah,
his judgment is good.
It's very sad really, not having him here.
But it is
if you're watching, Trev, we miss you.
We do, and we love you, mate.
We do.
Emily Lynn said there. Emily's there. Hello, Emily. She said, I got a 6:50 a.m. mix. You did. I sent you a mix of one of the songs on Megalomania, Sell You the Lie, which she's singing on. I did a mix of that last night. So at some point...
All right, Waspy.
So
Wasp.
Emily's lovely backing vocals earlier were on Damaged Breathing, track 5 on the album. But we're over my bit now. We're still on Chris's bit. We've got one more song that you've heard before we get to the brand new track. So what's next, Chris? What's your track number 4?
Wish I Wasn't Here. Wish I Wasn't Here. Your 4th track was kind of about my character, and Wish I Wasn't Here, which is my 4th track, is ironically about you, your character.
Always nice. Now this one, I remember when you sent it to me.
Again, it was an acoustic guitar and a vocal. That was it.
Acoustic and vocal, and that was it. And I started to put stuff on it. And I did some strings on it, and I had a bass and a couple of little bits. And I went, Chris, you've got to hear this. And I sent you a link on YouTube, and you put it on, and I was streaming me working. You cried because you said it sounded so lovely. So.
It was beautiful. It is beautiful what you did to this.
And then I extended.
Very emotional. The guitar solo in this, people, even though it's a bit of an anti-solo, sort of Graham Coxon kind of thing, with the backing vocals and this really heartfelt guitar solo that's really alternative and weird, I find quite beautiful. It's quite emotional to listen to.
This is one of my favourites. I think this is my second favourite of yours.
Thank you.
I prefer Take Us to the Stars just because it's a bit more creative, but I really love this one. So, Wish I Wasn't Here.
We had it all so good. Where did it all go wrong? I'd go back if I could. Just wanna play a song. I never had a clue. They take whatever they can. I don't know what to do. It's like it's all been planned. Why does no one understand? I've got no idea who I am. Why do people say that they envy me? Spend one day in my shoes and then you will see. On stage I feel ashamed, emotionally shut down. Carry on the best I can for the benefits of those around. Why does no one understand? I've got no idea who I am. Why do people say that they envy me? Spend one day in my shoes and then you will see. A cog within a machine. They all depend on me. I never feel 'cause it's all too much. Why does no one understand? I've got no idea who I am. Why do people say that they envy me? Spend one day in my shoes and then you will see. Why does no one understand? I've got no idea who I am. Why do people say that they envy me? Spend one day in my shoes and then you will see.
So that one is Waiting for Real Brass. That's the only thing that's going to change on that. Other than that, that is done.
Woo!
And we are coming up to Chris's final track on 14. In fact, I need to put it into the player. You talk about it, Chris, while I...
So the point of Shine on 94 and Shine on 96 was I wrote two songs using the same chord sequences but played in completely different styles. And when I sent it to Dave, he went, right, okay, I get it. But he thought, like with Take Us to the Stars, he thought I could do something with this and take it into another direction. So he did something which appears at the end, which I just think is just incredible. But it's all the bits he did in between as well. And I guess because it's about, it's about these two, Nebworth. That's what it's all about. That's what it's written from the perspective of Oasis on stage at Nebworth, which for many people was the peak of Britpop. And then also it encapsulates the other bands on the bill and that era of how music was slowly changing to incorporate other mixes.
As Chris said to me, this song is like walking around a festival field. So it starts out as one thing, but don't let that fool you because it goes through different movements. It's like the same song done by like 4 or 5 different bands over the course of 5
and it's
minutes.
the same chords as the Shine on 94 as well. That was the point.
Yeah, so it's bringing that back. So people are already saying that Wish I Wasn't Here is their favourite from Chris's, but listen to this first and then we will... we'll take your final say on which of Chris's you think is the best. So this is a brand new one that you've never heard before. Track 10 on 14. I'm just getting the caption right on here. And it's Shine on 96.
Say what they want, but they're never gonna bring us down. Funny how it seems, but they'll never take our dreams away. Dreams away. The sun will always shine on people who define their way. Believe you me, I feel like I could touch the sky. Let them tell you what they want, they never really understand. With all of you, things could never feel so high. But believe you me, the future is in our hands. Funny how it seems that they'll never take our dreams away. The sun will always shine on people who define their way. Looking out there just feels so right. Some might say we make history tonight. There's nothing left to do but enjoy the ride. Standing right there and shining in the light. Believe you me, we won't ever let you down. We know you too well, and you know that we love this sound. Funny how it seems, but they'll never take our dreams away. Dreams away. The sun will always shine on people who define their way. Looking out there just feels so right. Some might say we make history tonight.
Train?
No.
No,
Sound like a train.
it's the beginning of Beetlebum.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
right.
song's
Yeah,
meant
yeah.
to be the handover from like
Yeah.
the height of Britpop to what was coming next, which is kind of like post Britpop. So it kind of goes through. So
Yeah.
that song is very bizarre because it goes through different styles and it's kind of like a take many.
And the thing is, obviously, everyone goes, "Oh, it sounds like so." Some might say, but the chords are not the same chords. They are different. You can fit the melody over it, but it's not because it's the same chords as. I'm not stupid. I'm not Noel Gallagher. I'm not going to rip someone else's song off.
Yeah, but it does sound like some might say. It really does sound like some might say.
Yeah, because the melody's very similar. That's the point of it.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, that's the point. And then the idea is you go from that. So, any guesses on who the bands or the acts that we were kind of parodying during that? As Robert Bone had a good comment, very interesting. It's going to take a few listens to appreciate it properly and pick up the references. So,
If no one
obviously
guessed
everyone
it,
got
then just leave it. I mean, you don't have to hammer it home. Do you?
So Anne Blair's saying "Shine On 96" is her favourite. Jenna's saying
thank you.
"Corporate Machine, Take Us to the Stars." Brian's saying "Now
Thank you
That's
very
a
much.
Track." Mike Pender's saying "Shine On 96" is my favourite, so that's cool. The money has gone up, so thank you very much to Joanne Heaton, I believe, who contributed. We've got some here. Eddie's saying "To the Stars," very good, takes the stars, and then but "Shine On 96" for me, love it. He's there over on YouTube.
Thank you.
So people are enjoying that. That's the thing. It starts out and you think, oh, Chris has just ripped off an Oasis song, and then it kind of takes life, and you're like, oh, okay, I see what he's doing. It's much more of a journey.
Well, as the token Northerner, it thought it'd be funny to go for the obvious joke, and then obviously we did other things with it.
So yeah, people aren't getting what the bands are, but the second
Second
is there a
verse.
way I can purchase these tracks so I can listen to them again? Yeah, 2020rendezvous.com/shop.
Nice one, who said that?
Them. But yeah, so the second band in it, where it kind of starts to go a little bit funkier, is meant to be like Cooler Shaker stroke Charlatans, but more Cooler Shaker and with all the sort of the Hammond and stuff like that. And then it kind of goes into more a dance thing, which I suppose could be Prodigy,
Bit Prodigy,
Republica,
yeah.
Chemical Brothers, that kind of thing.
But it's the outro, isn't it? You get the big guitar solo. It's a bit I'm the Walrus. Even Ricky went, "Is that your guitar solo, Dave?" It's actually me who played that, people.
Yeah, it was.
And then Dave turned it into a full-on rave at the end, which is just this euphoric moment of...
Yeah,
I was blown away when he did
Born
that.
Slippy sort of type
Yeah.
thing, which is well. S Club 7 was in there, Brian. You're completely right.
That's it. S Club 7, 5, and the Backstreet Boys. And Boys to Men, Jenna just said, I forgot about them. They're a big influence on my songwriting.
Yeah,
At the end of
Michael Jackson preferred Boys to Men.
Hey!
Can't say that.
Can't say. Yeah, where's Trevor when you need him?
Oh, missing you, Trev. Right, so we're going to move on. I need to type it in here. We're going to move on to Ricky's section of the album, the final 4 tracks on the album. The first of which is Cows. Do you want to say anything about your whole section before I play the song?
Yeah, Dave said write some songs.
So you did.
So I did.
Good night.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, hope you like.
I said,
21
write some
figures, now
songs
down
and-
at 13.
Make them all animals. That's what I said.
Yeah, write about animals. So I said, all right, I'll do
Wrote
what
about
I
himself.
can. Yeah, I'll do what I can. And this is
So
what
yeah,
this is what I came up with.
This has not been played before with, although you've heard Cows, this mix has not been played before and with Ricky's real drums and whatever. So here we go. The first track on Ricky's section, which is track number 11. I need to change that on here. This is all very much on the fly. Here we go.
all the stress you've brought to me. I'm feeling faint now, my blood level's dropping, cause I'm Cowan. Yeah, I'm Cowan, and I want to talk to you, Cowan. Yeah, I'm Cowan, and I want to talk to you. I just wanna know your name, where you're from, what's your age. I just want to make a formal complaint to you. I just wanna be a dick for no real reason, it's just for kicks. I just want someone to take the blame, cause I'm Cowan. Hello, can I talk to the fire brigade? I can't breathe, I think I'm choking. I've just seen a man on the stairwell. I'm not quite sure, but I think he's smoking. Excuse me, but you can't smoke there. I don't care if you need some release. If you don't move, I'll get really angry, and then I'll just have to call the police, cause I'm Cowan. Yeah, I'm Cowan, and I want to talk to you, Cowan. Yeah, I'm Cowan, and I want to talk to you. I just wanna know your name, where you're from, what's your age. I just want to make a formal complaint to you. I just wanna be a dick for no real reason, it's just for kicks. I just want someone to take the blame, cause I'm Cowan. I just wanna know your name, where you're from, what's your age. I just want to make a formal complaint to you. I just wanna be a dick for no real reason, it's just for kicks. I just want someone to take the blame. I just wanna know your name, where you're from, what's your age. I just want to make a formal complaint to you. I just wanna be a dick for no real reason, it's just for kicks. I just want someone to take the blame, cause I'm Cowan.
So that was Cows there, the first track from Ricky's 4.
Brilliant.
Wallop.
Going back to Chris's ones, Debbie says "Wish I Wasn't Here" is her favourite. Another one of those, same time tomorrow.
Sponsored by Dettol.
Absolutely. Yeah, Moo, love it. Someone said, is that Ricky making the animal noises on there? And I replied, that was his mum. But it would have been funnier to write, that was his stepmum, or sort of stepmum, because her name's Karen, and it's written about Karens in the world. So, no offence, Jill, by the way, if you're watching. I know it wasn't really you. It would have been a better take if it was. But, right, so Paul Weller debut. I have no idea what you mean by that. It doesn't sound anything like Paul Weller. The kids would love this on TikTok.
True.
Yeah, and Evelyn hasn't heard this one for a while. Loving this song, Karen, Dave Jesus Watkinson. Right, so on to the second track of Ricky's from 14, which you all know and love because you've all voted it number one almost as many times as Damaged Breathing and 1,000 Things.
Is it birds?
No, it's not birds. It's foxes. Now, I don't have the latest mix synced up with the video, but I think seeing as we're doing all the songs as audio and it's a listening experience tonight, we won't have the video.
Yeah,
We'll
play the proper mix.
Play the proper mix as it is at the moment. So, no offence, Bex, we love your video. Now the song's pretty much done. This needs the real brass as well. This hasn't quite got the finishing touches. But it's close enough that we can play it. So, Foxes. What a brilliant song. This is like a religious experience, this song.
This is my favourite song on the album, by a country mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Have you seen the news today? It's not looking good. Everyone's going crazy now, but we knew that they would. 'Cause it's what they love to do. Well, how have you been? You've not much to say. Just turn off your TVs and you'll be okay. We'll blame it on the media today. It won't be easy. It's gonna be hard to pick yourself back up again and remember who you are. If I could tell you, I've got so much to say. We'll blame it on the media until they fade away. Have you heard the news today? It's the same old shit. People falling for the latest lie, and it's making them rich. Yeah, it's just what they do. One day they'll disappear, and hopefully they won't return. I hope your eggs go up in flames and we'll watch as they burn. We'll blame it on the media in turn. It won't be easy. It's gonna be hard to pick yourself back up again and remember who you are. If I could tell you, I've got so much to say. We'll blame it on the media until they fade away.
So that was the fabulous Foxes there. And that
What
would
a
be my
song.
first choice on the album as my favourite song, if it wasn't for the fact that it's very accessible. And I like Take Us to the Stars more because it's
a risk.
quirky and it's a risk and it's weird and I'm a musician. But that's clearly the most accessible commercial song on the album.
Oh, it's without doubt. It's our "Don't Look Back in Anger" or whatever. It's our big anthem. But I remember when Ricky said, "I'm working on this," and he just sent me a little screen. He had his phone up in front of his screen, and it was just very basic arrangement in the verse and the chords. I went, "Oh my god, that's amazing! Play me some, send me some more." And I rang him, and I was like, "This is fucking brilliant. This is like David Bowie sort of chord sequences. It's just incredible. It's like I was just that annoying, excited me that I turn into when I get excited." And when I heard it, when it was finished, oh my God, it just blew my mind. It's so emotional and it's so apt to what's been going on. It's superb, Ricky.
I mean, weird because like when you say, "Oh, I want to write a song," and then because I've not written a song for years. Like I think the last song I wrote,
You wrote
was
Cows first, didn't you?
Cows.
Yeah.
Like, even then, do you know what I mean? I'm proud of Cows. I really like Cows, but
It's incredibly
you don't write
catchy.
songs for years, and you just think like it comes out of like they come out of nowhere. Like literally come out like Foxes came out of nowhere. I was like,
Did you wake up in the night or something, or you were going to bed and you got back up to work on it or something?
Oh no! I came out of it like in a day. Fuck no, just can't come out of nowhere.
The thing
And
is,
I think that's where the best stuff comes from. It just fucking falls out. The
Inspiration
sky.
comes out of nowhere.
the
Yeah.
thing is I know when either of you have written something good because you'll send it over, and if I listen to it and I go, and then I can hear in my head the whole landscape of the finished thing, and I'm like, I know what this needs to happen. I know where it's so exciting to produce something where you get something that's like, oh man, this is just going to be epic, and you hear it all, and having worked on loads of songs where you can't hear that, where someone turns up and goes, "Oh, I've got this song," and you used to, what the fuck can I do with that? It's just, and then to get something like Foxes or even that moment, we Wish I Wasn't Here and Take Us to the Stars, where I listened to that, was like, oh wow, I could do all of this, and it's just really exciting to work on something like that. We got some great comments here. Robert Bone says, tempted to buy the handwritten lyrics to Cows just because Ricky would have to write them out, which is do it. Handwritten lyrics are available on our website, 2020rendezvous.com/shop, and Rawlingson's. Handwritten lyrics are available.
That comment that Robert said is like, is it Robert who said, who was it who said, as you and I Dave and Chris as the creative driving forces behind the band, is it annoying when the drummer comes up? I know it was like meant like that, but we're a team, we're a band, and I was just completely blown away. I don't give a shit who writes the best song on the album because it's still Space Potatoes, but yeah, it just proves that like once you've got Ricky on board, Jesus Christ, the stuff Ricky was coming up with. Dave and I, if we wrote songs for the next 10 years, we'd never write anything like Foxes or Cows or what's the other one? Cats. Never in a million years would we write that. Never would. We just wouldn't. Ricky's come at it from a different place, and we're so much stronger for having him writing songs with us. So bring on the next album. That's what I say.
And I think it's the variety. This album basically being 3 EPs, is 3 very different styles of thing, kind of all tied together by the fact that we're all playing on each other's stuff, and then I'm producing it, so it kind of gives it a consistency in the sound. But they are very different songs, and that's something I ran into with the mixing, because I got the drum sound, I mixed the drums, made it sound great for a song. I was like, right, I'll copy that drum sound, put it on the next song, and it just didn't work at all. And no 2 songs have been able to even have the same drum mix, because they're all so different,
Yeah.
Everything needed a different vibe to it, which is lovely. We've got Brian Craven, my favourite comment of the day. You might think Pythagoras is a kind of snake, but the boy can pen a tune.
Yeah.
Snake's a fucking dinosaur, isn't it?
Pythagosaurus. Oh, dude.
Pythagosaurus Rex.
Incredible.
I've got to write that in the script while we're doing the Zoom calls. Whilst the whole album is stunning, this is my favourite track, and Ricky and Bowie in the same breath. Yes. So there we go. Right. So the next track on here which I've just got to put in.
Oh, he was a ginger for a while, wasn't he, in the 70s?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Shows you what they,
Oh, it was all
what
over
they
the
tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so the next song and second to last song on the album, track 13 of 14, is Cats by Ricky. Anything to say about it, Ricky, more than you said in the EPK, where you just said, oh, right, song about my cat? Any more,
well, this one, the melodies, it was the chorus was from the Boris EP, wasn't it?
yeah, my favourite
Dave-
song on the Boris EP. I
Yeah,
obsessed
Dave was
with
like,
that.
Dave was like, that is a great melody. You need to do something with that. And I put it in like, if everyone, well, a few of you might have known, I did another EP where I was just cunting Boris Johnson off.
Yeah.
And there's a song on there that has the melody of the chorus of Cats.
In fact, I used the backing of your Boris EP one, took the vocals off and played the
Oh, of course, yeah.
Well, for your confession, which I'll play now.
I am a fucking animal. I'm ashamed to say it. It must be why I'm a piece of shit. Sorry, I was farting. Fuck knows. I'm a Twix man, this is.
So that's not actually, we're not actually going to do his confession, but that melody there with that keyboard thing is from Ricky's Boris EP, one of his songs, which I thought was a great melody.
Yeah. But then I took it and I was like, well, I was going to use that for Cats because it works.
I said, you can't use the C word in the way that you're doing it, but just change it to Cats. I think we had a conversation which changed it.
He's going to go cats.
Yeah, cats. But then you change the chorus. So then in Cats, which you'll hear now, I play the old melody from the Boris song on guitar underneath his chorus while he's doing. I go on the guitar underneath. So I really like this song. This is Cats, the second to last album track on 14, and the third of Ricky's 4. Lazy Bastard. Here we go.
Chasing my tail all day till I'm bored. I've had all the dreams, but now I want more. Come over here, human, and scratch round my ass. You've not changed my litter, so I've shat in the bath. Scratch you. You're trying to find me, but I'm right behind you. I'll get under your feet, 'cause I'm trying to kill you. But nobody knows the places I go. I could be anywhere. I'll just ignore you when you come.
14 is the outstanding new album by Space Potatoes, featuring future classics such as Speak to Me, Damaged Breathing, Wish I Wasn't Here, Take Us to the Stars, Foxes and Cats. Order 14 by Space Potatoes now at 2020rendezvous.com.
Yeah. So there we go. That was Cats there. That was 13 out of 14 songs we've played so far, which brings us on to our last song. Now, as you all probably know by now, we made a mini-series during the lockdown called 2020 Rendezvous, which brought us all together on this. Us three here with Sean, who runs Computer File and other channels, Pots and Trails and whatever, and Trevor, who's usually here with us, played a massive role, and then various other people contributed, too many to name now, but thank you all for your wonderful contributions to it.
Thank you very much.
And then we kind of wrote our fictitious best of album. And in the script of episode 1 of series 1, there was a song that Ricky fictionally wrote to kind of basically as a to piss me off, you know, as a kind of, I've asked him to write a song and he couldn't be bothered, so he wrote the biggest piece of shit ever. Well, yeah. I sampled that. Obviously, that was all fictional. That was written in the script, and I sampled that from the series, from the actual video footage, and wrote a song around it, which fictionally is written by Ricky, so it's part of his 4. And it's called Birds. And really, because I had a song that I'd written which is called Speak to Me, and we had this song called Birds, which was fictionally Ricky's, that kind of led on to the whole concept thing coming out where we'd have 3 EPs that kind of had...
This was the second song that you did. When this started, you sent me and Ricky Speak to Me and this. That was the first 2 things you had. So, and that feels now like a year ago or something.
Because I didn't know what to do with this. I'd written the music. I didn't know what to do with it, and I was really enjoying it. And then I thought, I could put in... Yeah, I was thinking of having something narrated, like Part Life. And I was like, I could put in Ricky's vocals from that thing that he read out on the, you know...
Absolute piece of shit, as he says.
Yeah. And I love this song, okay? I love this song. I think it's quirky, it's weird.
I love it.
It's a nice album closer because it's funny. It's a look back to series 1, and you know, and
the chorus is brilliant.
And you know, it sums up the love life of a man who just does not give a toss.
Fucking too right and all.
The thing is Ricky could have written it. It's almost like I know him. So the final track on 14 and the 4th of Ricky's 4, fictionally written by Ricky. This is Birds. Here we go.
prioritise a night with my mates. If you give me a headache, I'll show you the door. Because I'm wise now as I've been hurt before. You may well have a great bumhole, but if I need shares in tramadol to tolerate your fucking mouth, it's simple. Get out of my house.
Oh, Mr. Howard, what's happened to you? Has everything gone wrong? You've had your heart broken in two and put it in a song.
How do I explain? I'm the one to blame. My heart capsized and now it sank. How do I explain? I'm the one to blame. My heart capsized and now it sank. I don't have a fucking wank.
Oh, Mr. Howard, what's happened to you? Has everything gone wrong? You've had your heart broken in two and put it in a song. Oh, Mr. Howard, what's happened to you? Has everything gone wrong? You've had your heart broken in two and put it in a song.
There we go. That was Birds. That is the last track on 14. I didn't even press the button that brought it up. So that was track 14 of 14. So we got some comments here. Let's go over the comments. Was it? Love this song so much. Very Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, new version. I haven't seen it, but
Yeah, it's Danny Elfman. I think he's the composer. His songs are very much in that style of
Robert
madness.
Bone said this is the one.
It
Thank
is.
you very much. Foxy's is a good pop song, but Birds is better, has more complexities. Thank you very much, Barry Organ. Evelyn Anderson likes it. But of Ricky's favourites, I asked the question. Anne says Foxy's, Brian says Foxy's, Jenna says Foxy's, Mike Penninger says Cats, Phil says Cats for Jackie, Foxy's for me. Rob Bone says, got to say, Cows is my favourite of Ricky's, very close though. Alan Reeve says Foxy's. Barry Organ says, great album. I see it being on a top 10 Rolling Stone and Billboard magazine very soon. Thanks for sharing this final product. You guys rock. My favourite has to be Foxy's, says Evelyn Anderson. So thank you very much, everyone. That's 14. The only thing we got to do is I've got to do any final mix tweaks, mastering, and of course, before that, we got to put the real brass on 2 of the songs, which we're waiting for. We were meant to get them last week, but the studio engineer had a car accident, was hit by an ambulance, believe it or not. I don't know if there's some irony in that. He's okay. So, the studio... No, the studio... No. The studio engineer that was going to be recording someone doing some brass.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say who it is in case it doesn't work out, but the guy that's doing some brass was booked in to go to the studio, but the studio engineer was hit by an ambulance in traffic.
Well, that was a bit of luck.
Yeah, I know. Well, yes.
Well, at least it was quick for him to get to hospital.
Exactly, yeah. But say that, the ambulance, they might have had someone in the back of it that's screwed, who knows. But anyway, I don't want to make light of a bad situation.
No.
That held up. So other than the real brass on 2 songs, it's done.
Brilliant.
What did Jesus the Pen think? One sec. Yeah, we've had no Jesus, we've had no normal stuff this week, but I'll go, I thought it was an amazing album, thank you very much. So there we go, Jesus likes it. And of course, finally, we miss Trevor a lot. Trevor, I hope you feel better, mate. We love you, we miss you. It's not the same podcasting. I know it was a different kind of show tonight, so, of all the ones to miss, this was probably the right one to miss, but still... We miss you.
We wish you were here.
It's not the same. It's just not.
I don't like the gaps each side of Ricky at the bottom. I want to see all 4 of us there as a team rocking the world.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there we go.
Love you, Trev.
So Phil Lux says, excellent show tonight. Spuds, thank you. Great show tonight from Robert Bone. Great stuff. Men from Brian Craven. When's the tour, guys? Don't know. Would love to do a tour in this. Well done on the album. Thank you very much. So that's it. Bit of a different show tonight, but I hope you enjoyed hearing all of those. It is available to pre-order at 2020rendezvous.com/shop, and you can also order handwritten lyrics of any of the songs by any of us, and then once the albums are out, we'll get round to writing those when we're on tour around Europe and send them off by post. So thank you very much. News on the CD as well. I will be putting that on the shop now. Now it's done and I've broken the back of the work. I'll put the CD up for sale and send out the links and everything like that. But yeah, feels weird doing this without Trevor, but you two have got to make the noise. Do you want to say your goodbyes first, Chris?
Yeah. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for the comments and the likes and whatnot. And yeah, see you next week, I guess, for more Furious Madness.
Oh, quick hello to David Mitchell as well. I've just seen him in the comments. I haven't said hello to you yet, so there we go. Ricky, I almost called you there. Chris and Ricky mixed together. Cricky. Imagine that.
Riss.
My God, it would be like this fat ginger guy with a ginger beard just talking a lot of shit. Oh, that's just Ricky. Anyway, so Cricky, do you want to give your goodbyes?
Come on, Rave.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for donating. Thanks for helping us out. We truly do appreciate it. And yeah, we hope you enjoy the album. Thank you very much. See you next week.
And it's a goodbye from me. Thank you for this very long stream, listening along and hearing us talk about our music. It means a lot, and we're glad you like it. I think it's a cracking album. We'll do another one of these with Megalomania, which will be very boring for Chris because he hasn't got any songs on it. That's kind of part of the plot, so he's not meant to.
I don't mind. I'll just sit here. I can comment on your songs.
Absolutely, but that's a really good album as well. So we'll probably do a midweek stream at some point when that's done, and because that's very close to being done. So thank you very much from me. Make the noise, people.
It's not, is it?
See you later, Space Potatoes.